Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. Ready or not, let's do this. This is a ridiculously early morning webinar to get your day started off right, whether you're ready for it or not. There's a little bit of mindset, a little bit of business sense, something to get your MLM, network marketing, small business, brick and mortar, online or off, up and running like a well-oiled machine. Whether you're a newbie, a seasoned veteran, or somewhere in between, there's something here for you. Welcome. My name is Mina. I'm coming to you from New York City, out in the borough of Queens. I created this ridiculously early morning webinar to push myself out of my comfort zone, share with you my experiences as I continue to grow my business online, some incredible content that I keep finding each and every day with the hopes of inspiring you to do the same. Let's grow into success together. This webinar consists of two parts. One part is the mindset, to work on that noggin between your ears, and the other set is the business sense on things that I find, great content that I find online that you can readily apply to your growing business. For today's mindset portion, Monday Mindset Motivation, it's all about commitment. And I'm really being inspired by Les Brown. And so I was watching one of his talks last night about commitment. I'm going to look at my notes here. And he says, and he teaches that commitment shows up through your life. It shows up in your life through action. Commitment is based on the action that you take. Shows up in your life by what you do. So when you make a commitment, whether it's to keep an appointment, to be somewhere at some time, or to take on a leadership role, you are taking responsibility to follow through. You take responsibility and you just do it. And taking on commitments means that no excuse is acceptable. So why is it difficult for a lot of us to keep to our commitments? Well, perhaps because we're not putting our entire focus on that commitment. We're not making it as a priority. Have you made a commitment in your business to grow it? Have you made a commitment to your personal growth? Are you committing to invest in yourself, to learn more about becoming an entrepreneur or growing your business online? It's really important to keep your commitments, because if you don't keep your commitments, two things tend to happen. You start to erode away at your self-esteem. You kind of feel bad that you're not following through, and it makes you kind of feel worse and it makes you not want to move forward. And the second thing that happens if you don't keep your commitments is that people, they want to count on you, but they can't count on you because you're not following through. So next time you try to announce something, they're not going to believe you. So it's important to keep your commitments. How can you keep your commitments? Well, if you say you're going to be somewhere at a set time, you're going to be there at that time. It could be 15 minutes early, but you'll say, I'm going to be there at 9 a.m. You will be there at 9 a.m. ready to start. You'll be there for that 9 a.m. meeting, or even 10 minutes before that 9 a.m. meeting, ready to start that meeting. Or you made a commitment to take on a leadership role and everything that comes with that leadership role. You have to follow through, no matter the times that you go through thick or thin. Taking on leadership is a big challenge. Starting off your business is a great challenge. Requires a lot of commitment and discipline and the ability to get up when you fall down. That is what commitment is all about. So how can you start keeping your commitments? What do you need to put in place to start keeping your commitments? Well, the first thing to do is to make it a priority. You have to make your commitments a priority. And Les Brown gives this great example. What are your chances of getting on an airplane if you knew the percentage of you reaching your destination is the same percentage as your luggage? A lot of people won't get on that airplane. And so the reason people get on the airplane is because airlines make it a priority to get their passengers to their destination safely and in one piece. The luggage comes second. It could be a minor inconvenience for your luggage to be lost or to stay behind, but it's because airlines place a priority in getting people to their destination on time and safely. So make your commitment a priority. If it is to create content every single day, Make a commitment to create content every single day. Think of it this way. There's somebody out there who is waiting to hear what you have to offer. They need to hear your value. They need to see your leadership. So make a commitment to create a piece of content every single day. Number 2, find an action step that challenges you and do it in small, manageable steps. Say you make a commitment to exercise, because exercise is really important for everyone, whether it be somebody who works in corporate or an entrepreneur starting his business. Exercise is very important health-wise, but you don't know where to start. Well, start in small, manageable steps, like walking during your lunch hour, walking up a hill, or having a jump rope right next to your office. I have a jump rope right next to me. And that is how I'm starting my exercise, in small, manageable steps. I will just take the jump rope and do 10 jumps, which is what I can handle right now. But as I make the commitment to do this every single day, perhaps in 2 days I could do 20 jumps, and then maybe another 5 days I can do a minute of jump rope. But that is a commitment that I'm making to exercise every single day, and I'm going to manage it in small, manageable steps. And then you can build up from there. Number 3, have friends hold you accountable. Have good friends that are for you and for your business. Hold you accountable when you say, I am trying to exercise and I want to let you know that I'm making a commitment to exercise, and if you see me fall back, you have permission to hold me accountable. Or I'm trying to eat better. So if you see me trying to reach for that butterball, hold my hand back and give me the bottle of olive oil instead. Have good friends who want to see you succeed, hold you accountable to keep your commitments. And number 4 is to have a contingency plan. Have a backup plan. For instance, if you come into roadblocks when you're trying to keep your commitment. What Les Brown does, he's trying to eat healthier to maintain better health and eat better foods. So if he's on speaking engagements, he has specific instructions that they call him down when it's his time to speak and not beforehand, or he's waiting at a table where everybody else is eating, because he knows himself that he has that weakness that if he's sitting while everybody else is eating, he might start eating foods that he's not supposed to eat. So that is one of his contingency plans in order to maintain his health and eat better foods. Another contingency plan he has in place is that when he's walking back home or walking to his office, he will avoid streets that have establishments that sell foods that he's not supposed to eat, like a pizza or junk food. So he will avoid those streets and take another route so that he's not tempted. So you put a contingency plan into place. You make a commitment that you're going to keep to your commitments, and you're going to put measures in place so that you don't have roadblocks to your success. Now, a commitment means that you take a stand, you deliver, and you follow through. You come through on your commitments. But there will be times that you fall and you fall back on your commitments. You don't follow through. Rather than beating yourself up rather than beating yourself up because you did not keep your commitments, these are the steps that you should take. First of all, you should take responsibility. Okay, own up to the fact that you did not follow through. All right, I did not follow through. My bad, my fault. Take responsibility, man up, woman up. Put your big girl panties on, your big guy panties on. Take responsibility for not following through. Number 2, you need to assess the situation. What happened here? Why did I not follow through? Assess the situation. Don't beat yourself up because you're human. We make mistakes. We don't follow through on certain things. Assess the situation. Okay, this is where I fell through. What can I do better the next time around? And now, once you assess the situation, you put yourself and you prepare yourself in the situation that allows you to follow through on your commitments. It could be that you have to deny yourself something so that you can follow through, or you have to compensate if you fall through on your commitments. For instance, if you eat that glazed donut, then you have to do 30 sit-ups. And so that makes you think twice before you reach for that glazed donut. So do I want to do 30 sit-ups? Maybe I should put that donut down and reach for a carrot instead. So overall, or if those don't work, start over, start again, start fresh from the beginning. There is no hurt in starting over. What's better is that you realize, okay, I fell through. I need to restart and revamp and do what I need to do to follow through on my commitments and assess and make sure that I put things in place so that I'm following through on my commitments. So commitments are very important for your life, for your business, for your personal growth. And these are the steps you should take in order to keep them. So this is the mindset portion of this webinar. And now we're moving forward into our business sense portion. Now I found two great articles that I want to share with you. And I'm kind of leaning forward more towards the one about Steve Jobs. Right now, my husband and I are on the search for a new cell phone. We are iPhone users. This is an iPhone 4. And it's from 2010, so it's a pretty old iPhone. It still works pretty nicely. It's still pretty, simply. There you go, there's my phone, there's me and my husband. But it's starting to die down. And so now we realize it's time to upgrade. And now we are on the search for new iPhones. And he has his eye on the 6. I have my eye on the 6 Plus because we both have our own businesses and our own different needs. So I think I'm going to lean towards the article on Steve Jobs. And let me take a look at my notes here. And it's 4 things. This article is on entrepreneur.com. I will leave the link below in the description bar so that you can go and further read it after this replay. And it's by Mark Tachi. He's the founder and CEO of Vendini. And it's titled 4 Things Steve Jobs Taught Me About Succeeding as an Entrepreneur. So I'm going to show you and I'm going to talk about what he lists. And I will talk about how it applies to your small business or to your MLM or your network marketing business. So the first thing about that he learned from Steve Jobs is that hiring is chess, not checkers. You want to hire the best people for your business. And the same goes for your network marketing company, your MLM, or whatever you're running. You want to have the best people working with you. So it's like chess. Chess, you got to think before you make your move. Checkers, you can go willy-nilly. So you want to, what he talks about here is that Steve Jobs puts a lot of effort. He put a lot of effort into the hiring process, into finding the best people to work with. You want to do the same. I understand that when you start off your network marketing business, you want to build your team. And sometimes because you want to build your team and you want to get into profit very soon, you might recruit people who are not so ideal for your business, or they may say yes to you, but then realize that they're not a fit for the business and then they drop out. So realize that this takes time to find quality people for your business, people that are diamonds in the rough that you can help build up, and then they help work the business alongside you so that you build a great organization. So hiring people is chess, not checkers. Same goes for looking for quality people for your business. It does take time. And as you keep consulting and interviewing people, you come up with a set of criteria of people that you want, of what you want to find in people to work alongside with you. So that is the first thing that this person learned from Steve Jobs. Number 2 is to strive for simplicity. Now, the example that he gave here is that when they developed a product, what Steve Jobs would do, he would go right ahead and use it. And if it was not simple enough to use, he would reject it. When you see the iPhones, there are people who like iPhones, there are people who like Androids. To each their own. For me, I love iPhones because it's simple to use. It's very simple. It's, you take it out of the box, you turn it on, and bam, you use it. You could apply the same concept to if you're promoting a product. You show how it's easy to use. If it's a health product, what can they use it for? If you are promoting shakes, show people how they can use that shake, how they can make different types of shakes that are delicious and yummy and good for them. Or if it's a certain product where, say, there are certain businesses that teach you how to do drop shipping. you can show how they can easily do that, and you can show how they can easily do that by showing how you do it or giving examples. So make it simple and intuitive. Show how simple it is to use the product, and then it makes it easier for the people on your team to promote that to their people as well. So strive for simplicity in all areas in your business. Be a solution that adds massive value. Okay, and so taking the example from Apple, they provide a simple solution to productivity, well, here you go. Let me just say it here. With Apple, you get everything in a box. You don't have to get something from one company here and from another company there. Apple has everything in there. You have your iPhone. Everything is in your iPhone that you need to get it working, and you could download apps to make it even better, and you make it your own. You custom make it to your own. Being the solution that adds massive value, it happens the same with your company. If it is for health, you have a product that helps people get healthier. That's massive value to those people. Make sure you're pronouncing that when you're talking about your opportunity or you're talking about your product. What it says here, looking at my notes, is that Apple was one of the first companies to offer people a comprehensive solution, not just a product. So Apple is the solution, not just a product. You want to be the solution to people's problems, to people's headaches. You want to provide the solution. I'm part of a company that offers a solution for struggling network marketers when they want to find leads. That is a solution. We have training in marketing. It's like the Harvard University of Marketing. And if you are interested more about that, send me a message and I'd be more than happy to send you the link, more than happy to converse with you about that. So be the solution that adds massive value. And the fourth thing is to let your employees play in the sandbox. Now, what he talks about here is that there are different companies, there are competing companies, but it's good to share ideas and work and network and bounce ideas off each other without worrying about competition. What it says here, let's see. It says here, if you're hiring the right people, they're going to be curious. That's a good thing. So if one of your people, well, they say here, this is like more based on corporate, if one of his developers wanted to learn a new programming language, he would pay for the classes. But it's also good to be able to network with other network marketers, even if they are from different companies. And that's what conferences are for. When you go to a conference, you realize when you go to a conference, a network marketing conference or a conference based on different types of marketing, they have a strict policy that you're not there to prospect, you're not there to recruit, you are there to learn and network and bounce ideas off of other people. So it doesn't matter if they're in other companies. You're there to learn. Maybe it could be about traffic, it could be about marketing. So you're bouncing ideas off of each other. You're not worrying about the competition because there is room at the top for everyone. So we've come to the end of our business sense portion of this webinar, this hangout. If you enjoyed the content I shared with you today, you're perhaps watching a replay of this, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel so that you are updated when I upload new videos on new content. Share this with a friend of two if you know that they're going to find value from this as well. I'm on this webinar 5 days a week, around 7 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. If you want to register for future webinars, I will leave the link below as well. Thank you for stopping by on this edition of Rise and Shine, Ready or Not, Let's Do This. My name is Mina. I'm coming to you from New York City. Have a happy Monday, folks. See you tomorrow, Tuesday. Same bad time, same bad channel. Thanks again. Take care. Bye. Take care.